In this video, we will see how to create a custom map or explore data for your service area using Business Analyst. Let's log into ArcGIS Online account of UC ANR. In order to do this, we type in ArcGIS Online and then click on the Sign In tab using your single sign-on credentials. Make sure under your ArcGIS organization URL, type in UC ANR. And then click on the organization link, and this will take you to the single sign-on page. Use your SSO credentials, hit sign on, and you will be logged into the ArcGIS Online page of UCANR. Once you're logged in, you will see this 9 dots or the waffle icon. Click here, and you'll see Business Analyst in all the apps that are available. So we'll click here Business Analyst, and this will launch the app. Okay, this is your home page. I've already given a name based on a project I was just working on, but if you go here on the home page, then you can create a new project and give it a name and get started. Okay, I'm going to hit cancel since I have the project by this name. Okay, so here we will create a service area for Sacramento and Yolo County and explore data for these two counties. So in order to do that, first, you're going to click on the Define Area tab and go to Select Geography. Once you select Geography, click Search and then search for Sacramento County. Sometimes there could be like multiple counties with the same name, so you can also provide the state name, but otherwise just giving the county name should also work. And then from the county sidebar, click and then you can see Sacramento County shows up. And as soon as I selected it, the county boundaries, it shows in crosshatched lines. Now, if I want to search for one more county, I can type in here Yolo and then again hit search and select Yolo County. And now I have two counties selected. And similarly, you can add more counties if you're an advisor with multiple counties. You always want to combine selected geographies into one site? No, because if you select yes, then it will give you a single statistic for all your counties. So let's hit finish. Okay, as soon as these two counties are selected, it gives you the option to run infographic, reports, and run charts. The key difference between infographic and reports is infographics are free while reports cost credit. So if you click on the infographic tabs here, then you can search from all these various infographics that are available and explore the ones that are most relevant to your work. So let's, as an example, look at demographic profile and see what's in there, and we can hit run infographic. Okay, and so it gives several indicators related to income, education, population, median disposable income. Now, if you want to run a comparison of both your counties side by side, then you can click from the drop-down menu and choose Add Site to Compare, and then have Sacramento County selected, apply. And you want to toggle the side-by-side comparison on. And now for both your counties, you can select the education, income, employment, and several other indicators. You can also choose a different infographic, such as economic development profile. And again, it will show for both your counties. Once you have explored the infographic of your interest, if you would like to export it, then you can click on this icon here, and there are different options for you to export this PDF. as well as there are various other options for exporting it to view the file later. Let's click on the close icon and exit out of the infographic. And now we will see how we can explore the map with various variables. In order to explore a variable of your interest, you are going to go to Create Maps option at the top and select a color-coded map. Here you will see that some of the common variables such as population, median household income show up. There are also several other variables that might be of your interest that you can explore. So before we choose a variable, let's make sure that under geography, we set the map extent to our study area. Otherwise, you'll have data for the entire US. So under area of interest, let's make sure to select your sites and select Sacramento and Yolo County. And this will make sure that the data is restricted to your area of interest. Under geography or the level of detail, we can choose census tracts. It's a pretty decent size geographic unit. Block groups can be too small, and something larger than census tracts loses some spatial variation. So census tracts is a good enough unit to map your data, map your service area. Okay, so once you've chosen census tracts, you have your area of interest, then you can choose a variable. So the common variables are already shown here, but we can also go to Browse All Variables. And now you can see that there are several variables under each of the category. And so we can check for income. And so there are several indicators related to income. There are also different filters here, and so you can set the year. You can also set the data set here if you only want the census data and not the ESRI demographics, then you can uncheck this box, and then it will show various indicators from the census data that are available. On the left side also, you can see all these categories are listed here, and from there you can select one that's of your interest. I had earlier searched for food stamps, and it also gives some indicators related to that. Okay, so let's go back to the Explore tab, and let's do population. And we can do total population, US Census, as an example to map. And now it has, as soon as we selected the variable, it has mapped total population by census tracts. Remember, we selected census tracts as our geographic unit of analysis, and so that's the level at which we get the data. And you can go on the table option, and again, there is an option to export to Excel. Let's minimize this here. And yeah, if you want to save this layer to explore it later, you can save the layer. You can click on any of the census tracts and the pop-up will open and it will display information for that census tract. So here, if I click on it, it tells me what is the total population for 2020 for this census tract. Okay. Similarly, if you want to explore some other variable, then you can close the workflow and again go to Create Maps, Color-Coded Maps. Again, make sure under Area of Interest, you set it to your sites. And under the level of detail, set it to census tracts. And now you can explore other variables of interest.